It's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. Think different, move different. Think different, move different. Think different, move different. Think different, move different.
Chess,
Okay,
chess,
okay,
level up, hey, level up,
okay,
chess,
okay,
not checkers, chess, not checkers, level up, hey, level up, hey, chess, not checkers.
think different, move different.
Chess, not checkers. Level up, hey, level up, hey. Chess, not checkers. You better think different.
Yo, what's happening?
Yo, ChessN'Checkerz.
Hey world!
Man, think different, move different.
No
yes,
doubt, man.
yes. Episode 6, y'all.
Episode 6, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's another one.
Man.
And another
It's
one.
Another
Talking
one.
about, we
And
can't
another
wait
one.
to get to y'all.
Yeah,
I
man.
know.
You
I
know
love
me?
Fridays now, right?
Man, Friday's
Yeah.
my best day.
Friday we go live, huh?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
So
time to
listen,
get
man. I'm
emotional.
one of your hosts, Steve E. Johnson II.
Yeah, this is Marcus Bailey, also known as Woe.
And I am Chloe Owens, also known as Just Chloe.
Chloe.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Man,
What we got? What we got?
the subject for today is episode 6, the power of strategic silence.
Man.
Ooh.
Again, let that soak in now.
Yeah.
The power of strategic silence.
Be quiet
I know, right?
That's
when
all
it
we gotta
benefits
say.
you.
Yeah.
Be
There's
quiet when it benefits
there's
you.
power in silence.
Sometimes it is, you know.
Yeah.
Sit back and listen. That's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's what they always told me.
Yes. But then at the same time, though, too, it's you have to learn how and when to do that, because I was also told growing up, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So it's like, when do you use your silence and when do you speak up?
Okay, so that's what I guess we're gonna talk about. Like, when it's a time and a place for everything. So when's the time to use your silence, and when using that silence, is it power? And then when is there a time to actually just talk and be, and communicate and speak your mind?
Yeah,
Right.
that silence, man, it's definitely time to be silent when you need to be watching your surroundings and things like that. Want to listen to people, because sometimes I caught myself earlier doing that, like cut my girl off, you know what I'm saying? Then let her get her whole statement out, because I wanted to say what I wanted to say. And it's like, you ain't even having no conversation. You really having a one-sided conversation. So it's more so, to me, it's like, man, your silence is when you need to be heightened on listening.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Okay.
And
I
it can
agree.
be all type of aspects and situations in life where you just need to be paying attention and listening to what the other person or the other people around you are saying and doing. Because if you talking, you can't be paying attention to your peripheral, for one.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then for 2, you're not taking in exactly what's going on around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That could be dangerous. It could be, man, you might lose out on something.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, I get that, because I kind of feel the same way. I feel like, though, I'm practicing this now. So, like, but I'm such a, like, oh, I got an idea, I got it. So now I'm learning that sometimes it's better just to be quiet, just to listen. And 2, I feel like sometimes it's more rude if you're just trying to get it out, but then you're still butting in while the other person's talking. Right. So that's another thing. I was like, well, I don't want to be rude, because I do care what the other person is saying. But so I just make it aware too. And what if I miss something by my mind running and trying to ask these questions, and I miss out on the information that they're saying. So I'm trying to learn the silence more.
I get a lot of this, right? Because overall my character is I'm a very talkative person. Like, you know what I mean? So where in my life what I've learned is that strategically when I shut up, it's something to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
it's like
okay.
it's like when I tell myself, "Oh, be quiet." It's because now I said to myself, "This is one of those times where I need to listen." You know what I mean? So you'll see me be reserved now, because naturally I'm just not a quiet person. Like I love to talk, I love to communicate, I'm very opinionated. That's just who I am.
You're very passionate.
I'm very passionate. You know what I
That's
mean?
what we
So
call
like
it.
when something happens, I feel like I got an opinion on it, or you know what I mean. But like I said, over life and what I've learned is, even though I am that way, I've learned to fight that and discipline that and say to myself, "Oh no, this is one of those moments where I just need to be quiet, where I need to listen, where I need to be reserved." And every situation is different. So some situations calls for me to talk, speak, share my opinion, and then other times it's just time for me to listen and keep. Because listen, the thing that we do when we are speaking and we're talking and we're not being silent, every time you talk, all you're doing is displaying what you want. You're telling somebody what you want.
Yeah.
You're exposing yourself. When you be like, "Hey, yeah," now you're pretty much telling on yourself.
Yeah.
You're exposing your hand.
Yeah.
And so when we compare life to chess, the game of chess, you really don't want to expose your hand.
That's true.
No, you can't tell nobody the next move you about to make against your
Nope.
opponent.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? That's social media to these niggas out here
There
committing
you go.
certain crimes.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? Like you on Facebook with it and think, you gonna get away with it. Like police watching that too. It's just
Watching.
like,
Yeah.
but it's just like in life too. If you got a opponent as far as like somebody that's challenged you on the business level, like they your adversaries or they selling the same product you selling. Like why would you tell them your business strategy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
There
that's
you go.
definitely a time to be quiet. But if you gonna tell me your business strategy, I'm gonna sit back and listen.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I might steal
Yeah.
that out, and then you
Yeah.
wonder why he done popped out with your idea before you
Swear.
did.
I was
There you
just
go.
about
You
to
done told
say
somebody
that.
that.
Yes. I feel like
Yeah.
it's so many different levels because from a business aspect, I think I am silent because of that reasoning. You don't want anybody to take your idea.
Right.
You don't want anybody to copy it. You don't want anybody to formulate it and make their own twist. So with the business, and two, you just don't know how other people react.
Yeah.
So on the business end, I do feel like I've been more silent on that because I do pretty much watch and see what's going on. Probably too on the business end because that's my money. So, I'm very picky with that. But I feel like on a personal note, that's when I'm not as silent, which I also feel like, too, the more silent you are, the more you learn.
Most definitely, because
You
you
know?
just sitting back soaking
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
up.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
and that's why I'm getting to, well, why not soak it in? And I'm learning stuff as I go in. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I already know this stuff, but sometimes you fall into that category or you fall back into your old ways of being too talkative and not trying to hear what nobody else saying. I know everything type
Yeah.
of. Because something like if you kind of got any type of smarts in, from your thinking, things done went your way.
Yeah.
At least the few times you already. So now you thinking you know everything.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So that's what that.
And we
comes from.
don't. That's the
Yeah.
thing. We always can learn more.
Man,
So it's
you
like
can
you don't
learn
want to
from a
sound like a
dummy.
know-it-all.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
But
learn from a
we,
dummy.
but like he said, you done said something right 10 times in a row. Now you feeling yourself.
Exactly.
You feel like, oh shit,
I know
I'm on the road.
everything.
Yeah, I know I'm on the road.
Yeah,
I don't gotta listen to him.
That's how it be. You be
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah.
you trying to hear him?
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yes.
I've been right for 10 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on,
I know
man.
everything.
And then
Come
feeling
on.
yourself, you're gonna miss a pearl.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
Something
And
like
that's
that, yeah.
like, and that's the aspect of like how we be talking, and that's what I be saying. Like certain situations, we can put our mouth on it, but it's like, man, it's a lot of situations out there that we not covering because we focus on this one situation. When
Right.
we know it's like, man, we ain't the only people. The only people ain't the people that's in this city,
Yeah.
and then the only people ain't the people that's in this state. It's like you got so many people that think different.
Yeah.
It's, you gonna hit on some, but they think like you, and then I'm telling you, the majority don't think like you.
No.
They don't. They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And
Well,
that-
and I feel like especially where we're at, we're such a small city too. So it's like with a small city comes like not as big minded. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just something that you're stuck in because of
Right.
what you got raised up in.
Right.
So
And that's the emphasis we're trying to put on it, that it's really power in being silent.
It definitely is.
It's not a weakness. People look at it like,
Hell
well,
nah.
if I don't speak my mind, if I don't say what I gotta say right now in this moment, I look soft or I feel soft or I'm. No, that's
Right.
not the case. There is really power in just saying, looking at somebody talk and just saying, okay,
Okay.
and go on about your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think of the like a boardroom setting where you got to come in, put on. Guess what the person that's making the decision doing?
Sit
Sitting
back,
back
taking it
and
all
listen.
in.
Take a listen to
Looking
this
at
idea, that
everybody,
idea, that
yes.
idea, that idea. What they, that. At the end of the day, they gonna go back and still take in everything they seen,
Right.
what
Yeah.
they learned in that
Yeah.
session,
Yeah.
and then they'll make their decision. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that tells you a lot.
There you go.
It does.
That's a perfect example because even in that situation, he's sitting there listening,
He
and
ain't
he's
gonna
still.
say, yeah.
He don't show no. I agree with you. He don't show no
No.
favoritism. He
No.
don't show his hand. Matter of fact, when the meeting's over, he say, "Okay, well we're gonna meet here again tomorrow."
and I'll tell you my decision.
You feel me? He gonna go home and he gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was very silent. He was very composed. All he did was listen. But guess what? He got the power.
Yep. And he already knows the strategy.
He know what he about to go
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
You know what you're looking for. You
Yes.
know what you know why you silent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when your silence is strategic, because that's what it's about. Like it's strategic silence. Like sometimes you do gotta come out your shell and let a person know. Like, it depends.
Right.
Like, I ain't.
It's
that
situational.
yeah, it's situational.
It's
too,
situational.
but
That's what-
still
yeah.
in that situation, sometimes you can still lean back. Like, long as ain't no harm about to come to me, I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got
There
to
you
show
go.
my hand on who I am. I can still play it like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But like in that type of situation, when it comes to them like business decisions, when it comes to even life decisions, sometimes you just got to be quiet,
Right.
like take everything in, take what information you got in front of you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and make a decision on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, and Marcus, not to leave you out, just Chloe, but
That's fine.
when we was in our street element, the biggest thing I used to always hear is like gangsters moving silent. That used to be the biggest thing. Man, gangsters moving silent. And like I said, and I remember dudes telling me that because I was so vocal. They be like, yo, bro, chill. And I used to be like, man, forget that. I got something to say. But the reality of it is, when you really, it's crazy when even in the life that we're living now, you can still use things from our prior lives that apply to our present lives.
Yeah.
And for real, man, it's not that I'm on that game. I'm not glorifying that gangster shit no more. But gangsters did move in silence. And when they did move in silence, it was for a strategic reason.
For a reason.
You never want to expose your hand, man.
And what was crazy, like, what's weird was, like, back then when I was that age, I still was in my silent mode, for real. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I acted out, like, under the influence and things like that in the club and all that. No,
Yeah.
I ain't because I ain't going for nothing at the end of the day.
Facts.
But, like, when it came to, like, everyday life, like, a lot of my relationships and stuff, like, I really didn't say too much unless it was
Yeah.
about business,
Yeah.
maybe about, like, yeah, let's do that, yeah, we can do that. But I never really talked much.
See, I feel like with silence too, because I mean, I have a little gangster in me, you know, because my dad, shout out to Nick Owens.
Shout out.
But
Boss man.
I feel like though too with that, not only am I being silent, but while I'm being silent, I feel like you're silent, but you're kind of not because I'm also reading that person, the body language, and just how they're moving. That's going to help me with my decision as well.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
So it's like you're still kind of talking
Right.
without talking because I'm still observing. Like I'm silent, but I'm still peeping and looking at everybody and all the movements
Right.
and everything so I can make my decision.
Facts.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, I mean, I was just gonna say the one thing I can really genuinely say about you and your in the lifestyle we was living in the lifestyle. Your character is that though. You and I always admired that, believe it or not. From the outside looking out, it's like, damn, homie don't do too much talking. You don't do just reckless talking. When you spoke, it was because you really had something to say. And that's just naturally your character. So naturally,
it is.
you automatically had that power in you, and that's why you were able to move how you move, and things played out the way they played. Because naturally, just because you're not a talker, unless you really got something to talk
Yep.
about, you see what I'm saying? And that was just everybody's character. Like you
Yeah.
said, everybody's
Yeah, it
character is
is.
different,
'Cause
and
you're
your
so
character's just
calm.
right.
Like,
You have a
just
different
so,
type of character. But by having that character, you were also showing power. Like when we speak about subjects like this, you're showing your power, because I
Exactly.
guarantee you that shit came to your advantage in the
Yep.
lifestyle you was
Yeah.
living.
Definitely did, dog.
You know what I'm
I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying, putting that on a pedestal or nothing,
Right.
but it's
Nah.
like, I don't know, that was natural. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was.
Just like it's natural for you to feel like you watch people's body and language, because people sometimes your silence can kind of like upset other people's balance.
Right.
Because certain people is expecting, like, because you done act like a clown, you want me to act a certain type of way, or at least expecting everybody to be like, yeah. And you
Yeah.
still sitting back like, it upsets they balance because they like, what's up with this cat? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's because I do the same thing when it comes to watching body language. Watch how people. I pay attention to every word you say, how you say it. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
even to
I'm
how you
paying
say it,
attention to
yeah.
your energy,
Yeah.
and then let something happen outside of how you acting and moving, and something else happen behind my back, and now it's like, gotta watch you. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's like you could have been sitting back quiet watching me the whole time, and then be like, yeah, and then turn around backstabbing me
Yeah,
over here.
but you was
See what I'm
moving
saying?
different,
But that's
yeah,
all you doing
yeah.
is sit back being quiet, soaking up something to stab me in my back with. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So it's like we said, it's situational.
It
man.
is.
Yeah, and like
It
you
is.
said, it's based off character. Like I wish I could be like more quiet. I'm just such a, So I wish I could be more quiet. My mouth gets me in trouble a lot of times.
And-
But
But we on that business tip, so hey,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, we better sit back.
we
and-
trying to level up, man.
Man, level up and soak us some game, man. Let
yes.
Yeah.
somebody come on through, man. Mess with us, man.
subscribe,
You know, subscribe to this, man.
Big business, big
YouTube,
business. You know what I mean?
Spotify, Twitch.
For
You know what I mean?
real.
But I ain't gonna lie though, the thing that's really, really crazy is that like our experiences really got us to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah.
if we really look it back, like you say, let's go back 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
15 years, 10 years. Who we were and what we was on, we not on that now. And we were able to elevate. And that's why I'm saying we able to really sit here and say like, yo, being quiet, shutting your mouth really is a powerful chess move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even in prison, bro. When I was in prison, bro, they always used to say the loudest dude in the room was probably the softest dude. You hear me? Look, you see how that came out?
Yes,
I used to see that,
makes
bro.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense though.
And so it's like when we talking about it now, it just relates so much because it's like that talking shit really don't mean nothing.
That's that rah
Yeah.
rah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and looking back, because I've known both of you guys for a long time back in the day, you guys have changed a lot. It's kind of scary.
Salute.
It's different, you
Like,
know.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
guys were firecrackers.
Man, I'm a hard head dude. I still
Yeah.
be messing up,
Hard head.
whatever.
Hard
But at the
head.
same time, man, from where I was at to where I am now, man, just be grateful. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
Nah,
like,
real rap.
Well,
For
especially
real,
with
bro.
these
I ain't gonna lie.
YNs, you know. So it's definitely a different level. Like
Yeah.
from the YNs and then to the OGs, it's so
Yeah.
crazy how the difference
But
is.
they have no brain. You see, they got brains, but I'm saying they don't think. Should I say?
Yeah, and their
You
brain
know what
is
I'm
more
saying?
like technology.
Yeah,
they're
their brain
super
is.
smart.
But
Yeah,
they think you think you're a robot that somebody can go back and rebuild.
and that they already know it all.
Or you gonna go and like something's gonna change. Like, nah, it's real physical. You in the real physical realm. To where what's gonna happen, man? You definitely gonna feel the effects.
Like
of
it's
it.
not a game.
Yeah, it's not a game.
It's
You know
not
what
a
I'm
game.
saying?
Yeah.
And I think that some of them just don't get it.
Yeah.
My thing with the younger generation, right, is just I just feel like they're misguided. I feel like they didn't have a lot of the principles and values and the influences that we had. They have a different type of
Yeah.
influence. And when you think about this, imagine a baby being born and not having nobody. Literally a baby having to raise
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, that's
which is damn near
I mean,
impossible.
that's true. Because
But
you don't
imagine
have
that.
anybody there to
guide
pass
you.
down those traits that we've learned.
Man, what you mean? I think I
Yeah.
learned strategy. I think I learned strategy, especially like my daddy was an electrician and my mama used to work down at the Civic Center. I had no reason to be in the streets for real.
Right,
for real.
right.
But certain circumstances, whatever. My daddy never stopped being an electrician. My
Right.
mama never stopped working. See
Right.
what I'm saying? But certain circumstances, man, just led me there.
Right.
But it's like the strategic of the streets, and then how to, and then through life, the rest of the life, like learning how to maneuver and make the right moves and all that. That almost came in. Ain't nobody teach me nothing, but certain things I knew right from wrong though.
Right.
Off the
You still
top,
were taught,
I
yeah,
guarantee you
the
got
right
a
and
moral compass. Guarantee you got a moral compass.
Yeah.
But see, all right, but
Yep.
so let me give you an example, like kind of off of what you said. So you said you had a mother and you had a father. Both of them had jobs, but you were still led to the streets,
Man.
right? All right, cool. Now peep this. Now imagine that kid that doesn't have a mother, doesn't have a father, and if they do, they don't work, they don't do this, and then he gets led to the streets. Now, so that means he's being led to the streets without even having a mother or father that do have
see
a
what
work
you're
ethic.
saying.
So I'm saying, all I'm saying is the situations have got more watered down year after year after year, generation after
what you're
generation.
saying, though.
So even though we got led, because I'm the same way. I had a mother and a father. My mother died when I was young, but I had a
Right.
father that still worked. I was a military
led,
brat.
and-
So even though I'm led to the streets, I still have a certain moral content. Now I'm hard-headed and I may not want to buy into it all the time, but subconsciously is there.
Yeah.
But think about this younger generation, subconsciously, it's not even
there.
there.
It wasn't even given
They
to
just
them.
in the
That's a good
streets,
point.
and
That's a
they're,
good point.
you know who their role
Yeah,
models
but-
is? They best friends or they homies.
Right.
Nah, they
right.
role models is on YouTube sometimes.
That too.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Or
too.
you have to think like a lot of grandparents that are 70 and like 75, they don't feel like they've raised their kids. They don't feel like watching after them 24/7.
Yeah.
They're tired, as they should be.
Yeah.
You know.
I forgot where I really was going with that, but I just feel like, man, I feel like as a human being, you have a moral compass of knowing right from wrong. Like if something happened to you, oh, that hurt. You know what I mean? Whatever. Now, what would be in your mind that you knew it hurt you, that you would want to go do that to somebody? You see what I'm saying? That just goes to like, ain't no way you don't just have a moral compass unless something wrong with you mentally.
See, and I feel like that reaches back to like episode
I don't
5.
care who raised you up.
I feel like that reaches back to episode 5. I feel like some of those are responding and reacting off emotions, like just going so quick. You're so mad, and they're just
You don't
responding
care.
like yes, and responding like that. It's not so much knowing what's right and wrong. I feel like it's I'm so mad and not knowing how to control that anger. But
I don't, you know, but back to what we saying though.
No, but we got to touch on that what you just said, because that kind of touched me a little
What?
bit. And that
But-
like I said
yeah.
about the moral, like for real, believe it or not,
I think motherfuckers
it's not even
right.
so much like for real to have a moral
compass.
compass and to have values. For real, a lot of that comes from how you're raised. Now you can't know right from wrong just from life. You know not to cross the street without looking both ways. You know if you cross the street without looking, you might get hit
ran
by a
over.
mother. You might get smacked.
if a
You know what I'm
car's
saying?
coming, right? If a car's
Right.
coming, stop.
Right, so it's better. It make more sense for me to walk across the street, but look before I walk.
Right.
So all right, so we know right from wrong. But what I'm saying is, it sometimes your character is your character. Like you saying, like you're naturally a reserved, cool person,
And that's what I say about not to cut
but
you
everybody's
off.
not that.
Exactly, and just like every child that get put that might be raised by the streets or raised by his grandma or his parents ain't there, that's not meaning they gonna turn out messed up.
No,
either.
no.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
like
no.
it's just like it's on both sides.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think
no, it is.
because it's not. I mean, yeah, it is a lot to do with you getting taught, maybe how you was raised. But I guarantee you, like if you go well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna take that back. But the kids get put in certain situations. I'm not saying every kid is still getting raised wrong. Maybe they missing that love from that
Right.
father and motherly
Yeah.
love. Maybe, you know what I'm saying. But some kids is so young they don't even know
Yeah.
until they get 20, 30
Yeah.
that this person that raised me ain't my parents. So you can't really necessarily blame it on
Old
that.
or whatever.
And even
And
the ones that know better
Yeah.
don't turn out bad. It's more so, man. I think it's in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's in you because of who you are and how you move and how you think. It grows. It just develops.
Okay.
I think that develops, bro.
Alright.
I don't think that's nothing that
so
can be instilled in you like that.
that leads back to genetics.
I think so.
And that's what character is. Yeah.
I think so, bro.
Characters.
I think your
character is
genetics have a lot to do with it.
100%.
Because we got kids you got rich kids that don't care enough, do all type of crazy stuff, and that ain't got to worry about nothing. Even they could be raised, the parents, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm not saying like by genetics, like, oh, if your father and mother are bad, you're going to be bad.
Nah.
But it's just certain characteristics and traits you are going to have. Now, some people don't choose to.
I kind of think it's in you.
Yeah, some people
It
don't
ain't on
choose to
you.
use those traits
For real.
because they want to break the curse. But there are some people that just follow that path.
When you got that God particle in you and you just a nice, genuine person, bro, I just think you're going to be a nice, genuine person.
I can see that. You disagree? You disagree?
I'm gonna say this for another time because it's taking us deeper and
It
deeper
is.
into
We're going off the
and we know what I
topic
mean?
a little
we're going
bit.
off the
Sorry,
topic.
guys.
I hear y'all, and I'm gonna process it, and we're gonna definitely get back to that. So
Anyway,
we carrying on. So now like let's talk about like some personal stories when it comes to like silence and moments where we were able to choose silence, and it was the best chess move for us. You know what I mean? Because that's where we're getting at right now. We're trying to show that it's power in strategic silence. So it's power in the fact, you know what I'm
just
saying?
from being silent.
Right.
We
Yeah.
talking about some criminal stuff. You
Nah.
We could talk about criminal.
Nah.
We could talk about.
We don't want to talk about criminal. We want to talk about some up to date.
Okay, Mike.
While we
Up to
on,
date.
you know what I mean? Like I'll start off. Like just something
say I
that
can
literally
start.
happened for me like just in the last week or two.
Okay.
Where it's like me and my lady, we've been doing business, and within doing this business, we do the clubs, the lawn care service, the cleaning. Like we do, I work a regular job, but like our dealings out in this world and trying to build our brands with the promotion for the parties and all this, right? We've been doing this particular situation where an individual that we've been dealing with, he's been telling us his side of the situation. But his side is his side. We actually had the opportunity to hear the other side of the situation.
Oh.
And it's a situation where hearing the other side, we were looking at the other side as if, man, y'all this, y'all, but when we actually got to hear the nitty gritty to it, it forced us to be like, what? And we looking at it like, but in that moment, and like I said, and Shorty knowing me, so she's looking at me like, cool, calm down, don't. Because now this is one of them crosswords where it's like naturally as a man and as the man I used to be, I just want to revert back to that. Like, hold on, man, you got me fucked up. You got me messed up to even think, to play, to lie, to even trick, whatever. So I need answers, you know what I mean?
Right.
So my first mind was just to go correct, check, whatever a situation. But the more I tuned into the fact that my silence could be a strategic move, I allowed myself to stay disciplined. Took my emotions again, like we was talking about last week. Our emotions had to take my emotions out of it, had to take my feelings out of it, and I said to myself, it's better just to not even say nothing at all to this person. You know what I mean? What? Because at the end of the day, it can go one or two ways.
Yeah.
I can go holler at the person, and all he's gonna probably say is, "I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah." Or he could actually say something that can get my emotions more heightened.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I'm gonna go in there calm. I'm gonna go in there mad, aggressive, and hey man, what the boom, 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 what you boom, 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 challenging him and boom, boom, boom. So it was better. And then there's always this side, that side, and the truth. So it's like at this point,
100%.
I'm so confused. I don't know if to believe this person.
Yep.
I don't know if to believe this person. How about this? I just believe the facts. And the facts of the matter is this is what we're facing.
Yeah.
How do we get out of this situation?
So why blow up on you and this person and I don't even know? Like you
I don't
said,
know
it's
nothing.
yeah.
So let me just choose as my strategic move, silence.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing else to nobody and just move forward appropriately and hope this thing plays out to my benefit. And in doing that, more doors were open. We ended up getting a situation that allowed us to eventually, we're going to be able to continue what we already started building. Our brand is going to be protected. And so it's really nothing else for me to be speaking on. Just keep my when you play spades, you keep your card, play poker, you keep the cards to your chest. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Keep the
So-
cards to your chest.
I'm just gonna choose to do that.
Yeah.
You
no,
know what I mean?
that's good though. Honestly, like
You learned that your opinion can change.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So
but I think that's growth too on your part. Like kudos to you on business. That's a good entrepreneur. Like snap, 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 snaps. Yeah, because that is what you have to do. Like I feel like that's what's made me practice the silence even more is because at the end of the day, even when like you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever, you have a team. We like to say team. You have a team, not employees, because you all work as a team.
Right.
So you have a team, but sometimes your team fails to realize, even though you're the boss, I have a boss. I have a boss. So it's like if I'm getting complaints and something to do from my boss that signs off on monthly invoices, then we have to do what my boss says. So I have to trickle it down to the team. So a lot of times too, I feel like whenever I am talking to my boss, I have to keep silent because I want to say, a lot of times, are you kidding me? Like, let's be realistic here. But at the end of the day, like, somebody signs my check too. So, it's like, I have to be, like, I'm learning to be a little bit more silent.
Yeah.
Dig
But
that.
I just be like, I don't know. It's an everyday process with that being silent, touching the work. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that go on in there. Like this need to be done, that need to be done, and I be thinking like, for what? Like that really don't need to be done. That don't need to be
That's
clean.
what I'm saying, yeah.
That don't need to be. But guess what? I just be like, man, forget it.
We don't
You
always
know
have
what
to
I
know
mean?
the why.
I ain't gotta know the why. I
Yeah.
just be quiet and do
Yep.
go on do it. But it's strategic with that. But as far as like just being quiet, man, sometimes I gotta be quiet. But I'm gonna say something eventually. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I feel
Timing.
like.
Yeah, I shut up right now, but I'm talking a little
I'm
bit.
telling you, bro. Like,
Timing,
like,
yeah, it's timing.
Yeah.
And then like just my strategic sometimes, man, I'd be quiet just because I done got mad.
And you trying to control your
And I gotta
anger.
control my anger.
Big
just
Yeah,
like,
that's how, yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah.
breathe.
That's for us
Big facts.
passionate people.
Count to 10,
yeah,
20,
that's
30,
that
100.
emotions. Yes.
facts.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
my life is like, man, it's just so many. It's so many layers to your life anyway.
Yeah.
You got so many things going on. You got work. You got home life. You got family life. You got
Right.
things that you got to run around and do. Whatever it is,
Yep.
there's layers to what you got going on.
Right.
So like with me, I feel like this is something that I learned. Like I don't want to, like how we talk about chess not checkers.
Yeah.
For real, I don't want to make a fast decision. I want time to take it in, soak it in, be quiet,
Exactly.
take it in, soak it in.
Calculate.
And this
Yes.
calculated because it's a
Yeah.
real decision I'm
Yes.
about
Yeah.
to make.
Yes.
I want to take everything in.
Yeah.
And I might seem like I'm arguing with you, but I'm really challenging you, I'm going against what you're saying so I can get your point all the way fully so I can, because I know where I'm coming
Yeah.
from and what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to help me make my decision.
You trying to get the most information out so you can make the best decision for
And
you.
I'm soaking that in.
My
Exactly.
next move gonna be my
And then
best move.
Exactly.
You're
And a
soaking
day
it
or
in.
two later, the day is like, all right, let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I might even come back 10, 15 minutes and be like, yeah, you right, come on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You
No
never
doubt.
know what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
I just need time to think.
Just
You
get
calculate.
time
I
to
gotta
think
take it in.
about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
You
I
see
feel
what
like
I'm
when you
saying?
do that though too, and you soak it all in, you process it, and you have the time to
Man.
think. It feels so much better when you make that decision.
Because you know you made a sound
Yeah.
decision. That's what
Sound
they
decision.
call
Yeah.
a sound
Yes.
decision. It's something
You
that
feel
you already
so
know
relieved.
that you're not
Yes.
going
Yes.
to feel bad
Yes.
about,
Yeah.
feel guilty
No.
about. None of that.
You ain't gonna regret it.
Ain't gonna
No.
regret it.
Like
You know
it's
what I'm
almost
saying?
like it's a done deal. Like I
real.
already
Yeah.
know what it's
Nah,
gonna
and
be.
so
Yeah.
that's
I put
like-
my best foot forward.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
why I was telling Brad when we was thinking about what we was talking. I'm like, man, well, I kind of do that every day. It's
Right.
like
You
on
do.
different
Yeah.
levels. It's
Now
more
you do.
for real. Cause I see you would tell me something like, he'll message me something. And I'm sitting there thinking like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then 5 minutes
Yeah.
later, cause I had the time to think about it.
I
I'm not
know.
just about to just be because
Ain't
he
no rush.
firing
Yeah.
Texas. I'm
No,
firing
in our
Texas
group
back.
messages,
You
I'm
know what
like,
saying?
"Where is Marcus?"
Because
and
I'm
then
sitting there thinking about
you got him,
everything
like,
that's
there he
being
is.
said. Like,
Process. They call that a process.
hell
Processing
yeah,
shit.
because I'll
Yeah.
be like, how do I
Yeah.
want to do it? Do I want to, you know what I'm saying? I got to think like, do I got time? I might have this, but nah, hell, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you got to think about certain
do.
decisions before
Yeah.
you make them, and that's how I kind of like, if I
Yeah.
could give myself some time to think.
Yeah.
Just like I do on that chessboard.
Yeah.
If I can give myself some time to think, I'm going to think it through before I make a decision. That's why when we be talking chess, not checkers, I challenge that conversation because what if you do got to make one on the
Yes.
fly? But
Yes.
I promise to you, I'd rather not.
Right. I'd rather not, but
I'd
you're
rather
right.
not.
But I feel
sometimes
like
it do call. We gotta make. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
know what
it gets better too the older you get because I feel like even now, so like I have to get a new car. So I never thought in a million years in the process of buying a car, I never even thought these things. But I'm like, gas mileage? Do I want a hybrid?
We was
Because
talking about that one day you picked me up.
because I save on gas. Like,
Yeah.
hold on, how long is the warranty?
Shit, APR.
What's the APR
Shit,
rate?
all
Like
that.
stuff I did
You know
not
what I'm
even.
saying?
But
For
now
real, shit
I'm
you don't
like,
think
oh
about.
no. Or like even test driving
real.
it. Something's not because like
For real.
it's
Like,
so
people don't-
different.
people
People don't
under-
process
Nope,
that. Yeah.
Nope. Like once you get older and I've been through a situation
Yeah.
too, I'm sitting there hitting her with shit like, look at this, make sure you look at this. You're like,
Yeah.
I am. I'm like, because I done been through, I'm
Right.
going through some of that shit now
Yeah.
myself.
Right.
And I'm
It
like,
is.
do that. It's like one of them, like, think before you do some shit
Yes,
like that.
because I have to make this payment like for how many years, and I
Exactly.
have to make it, and I don't want nothing to go
Exactly.
wrong with it. So it's so crazy now how
It'd be more money.
yeah, yep. How you think? It's crazy.
Okay. I like that, man. We definitely going in on this this silent thing. So
What do the Lions
To-
call that? Are we vibing?
we vibing. Yeah,
We definitely vibe. We vibe every time we get up in this
vibing.
thing.
That's what
Yes.
this is about.
Yes.
Yeah, keep
So
on.
so tell me this then. Explain examples when we were used to, because naturally I've been used to explaining myself a lot of times, but now the older I get and the more polished I get, I like the idea of letting my actions speak for me. You know what I'm saying? I let the results of whatever I was feeling, and I didn't say nothing about it. I just let my results of my actions
100%.
speak for it. Like, can we speak on that?
Yeah,
Like, can we?
that's
like,
a good
you know what I mean?
feeling though,
I don't
isn't it?
know. Because
think
I
that-
don't know. Like sometimes I like to explain myself because like if you don't want nobody to feel like you doing them bad or saying forget them or something like that, that's when I break my neck to show you like I ain't playing. This is what's going on and this is
Yeah.
why I can't do it or whatever.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, I got two people I feel like I really got to break down that too. Like I really got to explain if I don't do what you telling me to do, and that's my mama and my girl, bro. For
As
real,
it
man,
should
for
be,
real.
as
That's
it
how I
should be.
feel. Everybody
As
else,
it
I
should
mean,
be.
you can take it how you want to. And
Yeah.
if I ain't explaining myself, you should accept it. Like all right, because I'm on grown man time.
Yeah. See, I feel like I've never been a talker like that, once again, like just because of how I was raised. So it is like, and I guess that's why my personality is the way that it is. I don't even ask any questions or nobody has to tell me. I just do.
Right.
So, but it's because of that. I think it's also because I'm not going to say so much because A, I don't want you to take my idea or use my idea like we were saying on the business end. So I'm just going to keep on doing and then boom, surprise. But also though too, I feel like I try to be careful on what I say, what I'm going to do, because a lot of times our tongue can get us in trouble. So I don't want to manifest something and speak bad on it and just cut my own throat. So
Okay. So when you say that, like, what do you mean by like could you
like cut my own throat. Like I don't want to keep saying, oh man, like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that
Okay. Yeah.
because it's gonna make me this.
Okay. So you rather just show it.
Yeah,
Just show
because
it.
what am I don't know that. Like, I don't know. And then the more and more I keep saying that, it's not going to happen. So I might as well just keep on doing what I'm doing and show the results.
Do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was going with it when I'm asking about, like, I'm tired of explaining myself and using my words. I got to the point where now I just wanted my actions to speak for me, and it boils down to, like, even in my relationship, in my friendships, in my family relationships, personal relationships. It's like a lot of times we'll sit there and be like, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm not gonna do that no more. And I done said this 20, 30, 40 times. Well, now I'm at the point now where it's like, I'm just gonna show that John with my actions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you, and this goes for anybody that's in a relationship with a man and woman, whatever. You done hurt her, you done broke her heart, or she done broke your heart. Keep telling her, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do better. Just show her
You
better.
gotta show it. Yeah.
Just show her better. Do better. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it comes to a point in time and it's like you can only say so much.
Right.
So it's like at that point, it's better just. I'm tired of hearing you say it. Just go ahead
After
and
you
walk it.
been together so long, man, the person know who you are. Yeah.
Nah, I mean they
For
do.
real.
They do.
And then it's more, I don't know, like a lot of that type of stuff kind of like rub me the wrong way. You done been with somebody for 2-3 years. What you been whole 3 years trying to get them to change into who you want them to change into, or you I mean, you knew who you was messing with from the beginning. So yeah, so it's like take that growth where it comes. Because of course, as a man or as a woman, you're gonna grow throughout the relationship anyway. You should.
You both are, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you just should though. It always should be some growth there. It always should be some type of light there to
Oh
make
yeah,
you
you guys
say,
should help each other grow.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
And I ain't gonna lie, like you said, to me, that is the growth. We can talk, we can communicate, but at the end of the day,
action
our
speak louder than
actions
words.
speak
It
louder than
has
words.
to.
Perfect,
Yep.
bro. Perfect.
Yep.
That's like, and that's what it should come down to. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Because you can say all day long, but if I see you do it, like, there's no denying that. So.
No doubt. And so and that's where we at as a whole, you know. And like I said, we always try to compare everything to chess, not checkers, right?
Yes.
So comparing everything to chess, not checkers, we're talking about using a pawn, using this king, and we're moving to let our moves speak for us. If you ever play chess with somebody, I promise you this: if you play chess with somebody and this person that you're playing chess with chooses to talk mess, right? And you're sitting, he's
trying to throw you off the game.
and he's talking about how good he is with his rook or how good he is with his bishop, and I'll take your queen.
Yeah.
Like, for real, you doing too much. And for real, if you playing somebody like me, I'm on your line. Because in that moment when you're talking all of this, all you're doing is kind of showing me what your game is like. It's better for you just to sit there and be methodic and just be strategic and calculated and just move how you move. But don't tell me how you is and give me any glimpse of what, you know what I mean? So, and that's why I say, like, chess really compares to life, because you shouldn't play chess like that. And there are times and situations in life where you shouldn't play it like that. You know what I
Like,
mean?
bro, you not about, I'm trying to tell you, you're not about to tell nobody your next move. And if you do, you a fool.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of walk of life you in. I don't care what no type of walk. Only way a person to tell you that what they about to do is because if they do tell you that they about to do something, they done already did it.
Right.
You
Or
see
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
setup.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, from a pawn to a queen, it's like I'm never gonna let you know my real deal strategic moves.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you, give you a broad idea, but I'm not gonna tell you exactly how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. The silent train. That's where it's at.
Nah, man. But at the end of the day, we definitely, as always, we appreciate everybody
Yeah,
for tuning in,
definitely
man.
appreciate y'all.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is
Remember, there's power in silence.
yeah, big fact. And for real, we really want y'all to get that and see that from, like, you don't always have to talk. You really don't. Sometimes we got to discipline ourselves. For those of y'all who like me that are very opinionated and feel like we have to say things at certain times, it's nothing wrong with it, because I'm learning that, bro, and I'm like the pure example of that. Like, it's times where I just sit back and I listen.
Yeah.
And it can be scary, because when a nigga like me, when a dude like me shut up and don't talk,
It's something to it.
It's something to it. You know what I mean?
But like I was saying though in the beginning, like where we learned that from, man, I always heard it. Man, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Ooh.
For real. They
For a
always
reason.
they always you should always
very
but
true.
I and then like I ain't gonna lie, programming too. Like that programming, it lets you know like your listening
Yes.
and all of that, how you listen. And really it's just talking about how you hold conversation.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It was always saying like you supposed to listen 40%, at least 40% more time than you talk. You know?
Facts.
Exactly. Really you're supposed to be listening most
More
of the
than you
time.
talk,
yeah.
When you're interacting with somebody.
It is.
Taking it in,
And I don't think like everybody's probably. I feel like you have to be at a certain space too, like in your life and everything to like get there. Like it's not just gonna happen like that. You have to practice it.
Facts.
It's growth.
Yes, that's what I'm
Growth.
saying. It's definitely growth, and I feel like whenever you can just say like, okay, I'm gonna be silent and listen. then it's growth. That's why I was saying, like, that's growth as a business partner to you. So kudos. And then it turned out positive.
Yeah, it does.
So,
No
yes,
doubt.
yes.
So, you know, as always, man, please tune in next Friday.
Next Friday.
Live.
Friday.
You know what I mean? But I'm one of your hosts,
4:30.
Steve E. Johnson II, signing off.
Man, this is Marcus Bailey, also known as Well. Talk to y'all next week.
Next week. And I'm Chloe Owens, also known as Just Chloe. Checkmate.